What's up, YouTube family, and welcome back to another dope episode of SigloverTV. I've been gone for a while. I am SigLover51. It's been about 3 months since I dropped a video. It's okay. Life happens. But I'm back today because I told you I was going on the 2011 journey. I'm sold on the platform. Absolutely. I added to the arsenal. I love the platform because to me, Mac is doing their SDS arms, is the company that owns Tisas and Mac in terms of the production. And then you have SDS arms, I think it's USA, and then you have SDS, which is overseas, is Turkish. And for the money, hands down, you can't beat it. I started with this, which is the Tisas BR90S with a bushing barrel. I took it and put a Atlas Gunworks trigger on it, changed out the grip, put a Prodigy grip on it, Prodigy grip magwell. I went with the Gideon Optics, the XL, because it has an RMSC platform, but it has a window big enough like an RMR. I'm eventually going to change out the sights for suppressor height. I put an Underworld Arms comp on it, and this is a workhorse, and it is absolutely fantastic. Triggers nice and light. Reset is crazy quick. And you'll see, based on the machining, this is kind of the old style with the more 1911 style serrations, very plain Jane. As you can see, you see that contouring is not very flush, but I still like it. It fits the hand well. It does what it's supposed to do. It's a great little firearm. Bushing barrel instead of a bull barrel. Still accurate. Don't let them fool you. Then my next firearm in line was the Tisas BR90DS Gen 2, which they came out with, which actually has, and these don't have mags in them, and for sake of YouTube, they are clear. But you see, they upgraded the serrations. And this happened within months of me buying that. They came out with this. Serrations were different. Bull barrel added. Still RMSC, but I went with the O-Sight S. Rechargeable on the top there. Went with the Prodigy grip. This is more of like a carry setup. I really like it. The trigger. Oh, and it tells you how light that is. So the trigger's got take up, which don't mind a little two-stage on a carry situation. All right, there's that. Bang. Reset. Right there. Look. I mean, dumb. So this rabbit hole is deep. I'm not even done. Next, I went to this one, which is the Mac 9DS. And I changed out with an Atlas Gunworks trigger. I've got the Olight PL Turbo 3 on it. One with the Underworld Arms comp on it, which I'm really a fan of what they're doing. Went with the O-Sight X, big window, green dot, fantastic. Trigger's nice and a little heavier than the other one, Reset still quick. But you see, they kind of got a little better with the contouring on the Max. A little better. This one also has a bull barrel in it. And you see what they did? They went with suppressor heights. And the Mac, I love Mac because they come with the optic plate. so that you don't have to chase it down. So if you don't use the optic plate, and you lose your rear sight, do you lose your rear sight with this one? Yeah, you lose your rear sight with the Max, and you would end up having to. I would still use the plate though, because it's not so out of the pocket where it just raises it like to where it's stupid high. It's still a good situation, good setup. Came with the mag wheel. Grip texture is good on the front and back where it matters. Grip texture on the front of it here. I wish they did a little more grip texture down here, but I can stipple that myself. The Underworld Arms comp works very well. Some of you who are subscribed to my channel have already seen some of these. Some of you have not. So if you want to see more of this or more of this journey, because this is only the beginning, because I'm going to send them out to Scott over at Skip's Guns and get some things done. Like this one, I'll probably get the 4 Portsman right here. This one will definitely get the 4 Portsman. Maybe a chunk port or comp, not sure. We'll see what happens with that. And this one will probably get ports if he can do it. I'm sure he can, I believe. Scott, if you see this, just answer that in the comments. That'd be great. This is what this turned into. This is a Mac Gen 1. This is the Mac Gen 2 now, but this is the 5-inch. I want to turn this into kind of like a Staccato P or a Staccato XC. I want to send this to Scott and get the sight moved back and get the chunk port put in, and then also get the 4 Portsman on this one, and then get it custom Cerakoted. But as you can see, this iteration came up a long way. So Mac before serrations, Mac before now. I mean, the button, look at how that sticks out versus that little dink button. But everything still looks good. Still performs. The contouring, still good on the Mac. You know, a lot better than the Tisas, but comes with suppressor height sights, all ready to go, ready to rock and roll. Now, the main reason why I wanted to make this video was because today I picked up the thing that I've been waiting for a long time. I'm sure you've seen it. It's been out for about 8 months to a year. I just haven't had one. So I went and picked up one of these bad boys. This is the Mac 9DS 4 1/4 commander length with the integrated comp. Yep, look at this. Quit playing with my emotions. Empty. You can't beat it. It came with the nice, it's just a blacked out sight, but I'm sure I can change that out if I wanted to. I went with the Holosun 407C on here, TLR1 HL, but it comes with all of the goodies that you would want in a commander length. Fits great in the hand. Serrations are fantastic. Big window. And look at that coat witness. Come on, man. You see that coat witness, right? Yeah, that's not like a 1/3. That's pretty good. I love it. I love the ergonomics of this pistol. I don't think the Mac grips are bad. A lot of people have issues with the fact that the sides are a little slick, you know, but if you don't like it, you can buy another grip for it, you know, whether it's a polymer grip to replace a polymer grip, or you get a WJD or Icarus Precision makes the 2011 grip. There's a lot of 2011 grips out there that are aluminum or steel framed, and you can do that. This actually works for me. I don't have a lot of the issues that some say they do, but that's the beauty of having firearms. You can tailor it to what works for you. But everything on this firearm is fantastic. The trigger already is a trigger that is modular. You can take this shoe out and you can switch it out with they have a small and a large shoe. This is the medium shoe. They have another button for the grip, so you can extend that even more. Fantastic the way that that's contoured. I mean, I can't say anything bad about it. The serrations are nice, and I mean, this is like, and this one I haven't even done the spring job on, which I'm going to do that, and I'll have a video of that next week. But this is a really, really fantastic situation. Definitely sub 1,000. If you're trying to get into 2011s and you're not sure, and you don't want to go out and spend $2,600 on a Staccato to $4,500, $4,600 on a Staccato, then you can buy this. Or you can buy, Fusion. Fusion makes a nice one. Still not sold on the Prodigy. That's why I don't have one. But the Fusion is probably going to come next. Or there's a couple other new ones that are coming out. But hands down, every one of these is from SDS Arms. And this is just a little iteration of some of the things that you can do with them. You can change out the triggers. You can do an EGW kit and change out the internals and change out the hammer, change out the grip safety. You can change out these safeties, the ambidextrous safeties. For wide ones are shielded. I'm hoping that they make it available, SDS does, for you to be able to buy this, because I'd like to change all of my slide catches to that, because it's just a lot easier. You don't have to break your grip to do that. But if you look at this one, which this is a Tisas, it's the shorty. If you look at this one, it's a Mac. It's a shorty. So, I'd like to get all of them to be that, because with this, I have to kind of reach around. No diddy. But I'm still able to do it, so it's not a big deal. But I went with like a bunch of different style lights because I like them all. They all do what they're supposed to do. The PL Turbo does what it's supposed to do. The 300 does what it's supposed to do. The TLR HL does what it's supposed to do. I really like those. They're pretty bright. The TLR1 does what it's supposed to do. And this is actually a Amazon special. And it definitely does what it's supposed to do. And it's charged. You can charge it on the bottom. Comes with a charger for that. I really like that. And as you can see, I'm a huge fan of the rechargeable optics. I mean, the batteries are cool. This one's a battery, but it's rechargeable as well. See the battery compartment here on the side. The O sights are rechargeable. I even went with I've got like a solar charger that I can use in the event that I'm out somewhere and I need to trickle charge an optic, or if you have an SHTF moment and you got to bug out. I'm ready for that too. But the Mac came up a long way. They came from the really Tisas and Mac, really hard cases. Then they went to the range bags. The range bag is not bad at all. So, came with 2 mags. So I can't be mad at it. Not at all. Not for this. And you're talking, was it 6 macaroons and 6 macaroons, 8 macaroons. This was 880 macaroons, and this one was sub 1,000. So you can't go wrong with it, and I just wanted to get on here and give you guys a quick update of where I'm at. My collection has grown a lot in terms of my rifles and things, so there'll be another video coming up for that. Got some other things coming up in the future in terms of my setup. I got a whole new room that I'm doing right now, so we're dealing with some lighting and some different things like that, so that, you know, we can get a little more personal. Then it'll be me talking to you, looking at you directly instead of just the hands. And the hands work. Don't get me wrong; they work. But you know, I really enjoy this 2A community. I like, asking thought-provoking questions, helping people to figure out what works for them, because that's what it's all about, making it work for you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you did that, and then left a comment and a like. It really helps the channel out. Like, subscribe, share, turn on your bell notification so that you know that I made another video. And as we move forward into this journey of everything from optics to comps to ports to lights to triggers to you name it, we're doing it. Period. That's what we're doing. We're doing it. And I still, for the sake of it, I still own the SIGs, but this even got an upgrade. But we'll talk about that in another video. But I appreciate all of the patronage, everybody hanging out and chilling. If I created a Patreon, I don't know if anybody would care or support it, so I have not done that yet, but I may do that sometime in the near future, and see if anybody wants to contribute to the growth of this channel. I appreciate it, and I wish you all the love, all the peace. God bless. I'm SigloverTV, and I'm out.